Hello, hello. I almost forgot to unmute my mic. How's everyone going? I was about to say let me know about volume, but you don't have the background music right now. So give me a sec. Okay. I'm playing Spotify again today because I just want background music. Hello! Good to see you, Wedyan, and Bear, and whoever's lurking, welcome. And yes, let me know about noise levels, especially as we go, if things need to be adjusted, because I was trying to adjust it to not hear my roommates as much as possible upstairs, but I can only do so much of that. Anyway. Hello, Arashi, welcome. My timing was surprisingly kind of perfect because I'm gonna be real with you guys. I forgot I was supposed to stream today until like 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be like live soon, and I had to set up. And then I went live exactly on time. And then I went and like finished my prep, getting my tea and all that stuff. And then I came back like right as it was time to move from my intro screen to the main screen. So it was like kind of perfect, even though I was not prepared. Been a while. How your art classes been? They've been awesome. Well, for the most part. Not fully, not always, but a lot of the time. They've been good. It's been a lot. It's been stressful. It's been busy. I've been so busy. But mostly good busy. I've just had my gallery to prepare. I wonder if I can show you guys a picture. I have pictures on my phone, so it's a matter of if I can transfer them to my computer and then get them up on stream. But yeah, I had my gallery presentation. Which went well, but it was a lot of prep, so I was busy constantly getting that done, plus all the homework I usually have, which art classes are busy. Like, they require a lot of work, so I've had no free time. Last minute streams are the best kind? Yes. Hello, Strawberry, welcome. Good to see you. I'm pulling up my references now because as I've mentioned that I forgot I was streaming, I have not prepared my references. But I can just copy paste from Google. There we go. Because we're drawing some Holostars boys today, because if you have not heard the news, which I think most of you here have not, Holostars Japanese branch, which is, you know, the original Holostars branch, just had their funding cut recently because they just don't make enough money for the company, which I've always known. I think we've all always known. They are just not as popular as the girls, because female VTubers, of course, are more popular than guys are. So they're struggling right now. So I'm gonna draw them to give them a little support. Who else did I want to draw? My boy, my little emo, edgy boy. Let's pull him up. Copy. Easy. I'll probably tell you guys all about these guys as I'm drawing them. Just gotta grab all my references first. There we go. I need a close up because this is so pixely, like what the heck. But I don't know how exactly I'm gonna draw all of them. Some of them I might just do headshots, some of them I might do like a full body chibi, we'll see. You heard emo? Yes, enjoy. Enjoy my emo boy. Look at his cute little cat ear hood thingy. And his piercings and his collar and his dead inside stare. I gotta draw Xian because I told Junie that I would. Open, there we go. This is Shan. He's, I love his concept. It's so funny to me, because he's kind of like serious, but also how can you take this seriously? Because he's supposed to be a mafia boss, but also he's a dog boy. It just sounds like a character I would write, where it's like, he takes himself seriously, but nobody else can. It's so fun. And there's his full body. There we go. Oh, I want to do Miyabi too. Wait, let me pull up a Miyabi. Miyabi is the OG. He's the first ever Holostar. He's classic, and he's a cutie. Miyabi. There we go. My son. He's the one that I have merch for. I have a hand puppet of him. It's very cute. Is he wearing a garter? Yes. Wait a sec. That would be... Here you go. He is in fact... This is a terrible quality image. I wonder if I can find a better image just so you can see. Easy. Is this better quality? That might be, because this is his 3D model. Great. There you go. Yeah, he's got like ripped denim shorts and then a garter attached to his belt and random buckles and the collar. Do I have two soundtracks going on? Wait a second. No, I don't have two soundtracks going on, but I hear two soundtracks. Why do I hear two different things? That's so weird. Yeah, it's muted. I was hearing both of my soundtracks for a minute, even though my other one's muted. Anyway, back to boys. Yes. He's one of my favorites, just design-wise, because he's just fun. He's, like, cute, but also edgy, and he's fun. He and Rika, the first guy, this guy, they're my favorite singers. They have, like, both really nice voices. And Izuru's he's got a higher voice, but it's, like, kind of raspy and rough. So he does that kind of, like, soft but also edgy style, like, really, really well. And then Rika's just got, like, an angelic voice. He's a really good singer. And his, like, character is an android that was literally made to sing. So he's, like, an artificial idol created to be perfect for Holostars, and he kind of is. He kind of looks cyberpunky? Yeah, a little bit. And then we've got our Mafia boss man, and I don't know if Miyabi has, like, anything special about him. I think he's just a guy. Like, they weren't doing the crazy lore when he debuted, because he was the original. Yes, Izuru, you got it right. So we've got... I'm gonna write their names for you guys so you actually know who we're talking about here. And then you can go look them up later if you want to. So this is Rika. This is really fat, and so it's gonna be harder to draw. Okay. That's Rika. And we've got Izuru. My handwriting's really messy there, apologies. Shien. Miyabi. There we go. Good enough. And that's another Izuru. Okay. That's probably enough for me to draw in one stream. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 dudes. Rika wearing 3 different necklaces is so you. Honestly, valid. Yeah. It's a kind of fun stack. You've got the choker, the like short necklace, and then the long necklace. My usual stack is like this, but then one more longer necklace. Yeah. Okay, I have to decide who I'm gonna draw first. I've actually never drawn any of these boys before, so we'll see how well this goes. I kind of want to draw Miyabi first because he's got kind of the simplest design. Where's his? There is his face. Okay. I should probably set this up so you guys can see what I'm working with here. That's not the right thing. Where's my references thingy? I have too many things and I can't find the one I'm looking for. Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. Wait. Oh, its position is locked. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Here's the reference I'm working with. Let's just make sure that's not in the way. Yeah, that's about how I see it on my screen. Okay. I'll lock that back into place. You want to draw? You should draw. You absolutely should draw along with me and then share the art in the server. Super distracted today? All good. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to do other things while you watch. I am not offended. He looks like a Scientology advert? I don't even know what you mean. I've never seen a Scientology advert. Huh. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I missed the "he will never be Miku" comment. That was really funny. But yeah, you're right. He will never be Miku. But he's good, I swear. Okay. My hand is not warmed up. Do you hear it cracking? My wrist does this. I don't know if you guys can hear it, like, in my streams usually. But that's just a normal thing for my wrist. It does that. Oh, they wear the flowy white clothing? Oh! Yeah, I get that. That interesting. His is more like street fashion, like Japanese streetwear. But I can understand the connection. Unfortunately. Okay. Now I have to actually draw something. He looks like the type to believe in Santa until he was 11. Yeah, absolutely. He looks like the type who would potentially even believe in Santa until 14 when his high school friends are like, dude, you really... Santa's not real, dude. But that's why we love him. He's baby. What size do I want for sketching? Maybe I'll sketch with the big boy brush. It's kind of been a while since I've doodled digitally like this, just because of my art classes, because, you know, they have certain things I'm supposed to be doing, and so I don't get time to really do my own things. It's like every time I open Clip Studio, I have to relearn how to draw again a little bit. I'm not sure what kind of pose I want him to be doing. I'll just start with his hair. 'Cause that part is just a matter of drawing what I see. Ooh, something you can't tell very well from the references I've pulled up, but is like one of my favorite details about his design is this cute little ponytail on the back of his head. So it has like a half up, half down kind of situation, which is like one of my favorite hairstyles ever. Discussing what our OCs would smell like. Oh. Well, one of those things sounds nice and the other one does not sound nice. I'll let you guess which which is which. Unique male hairstyles you love to see, right? Hey Lucas. Yeah, I love this hairstyle on guys who are able to like pull it off and make it look stylish. So I feel like it's kind of like an androgynous look, so it can look kind of feminine, but I feel like it doesn't have to. And I kind of like the, I don't know. I like that. So glad Smell-O-Vision TVs never caught on. Oof. Yeah. Strawberry, something's wrong with you? And no, it doesn't smell like body odor. It smells like skunk. And skunk smells disgusting. I don't know what kind of weed you're sniffing. Funny that smells is not something I've thought about that much with my characters, because I think about the most like random small details, but I feel like I haven't given that much thought to that one. But you know, I can think of like which characters of mine would wear cologne and which ones wouldn't, and which ones might be smellier than others. I think Flair, unfortunately, probably has a bit of a not so nice musky smell to him, just because he wears the same exact jacket every single day and it's leather, so you know he's not washing it constantly. So boy probably doesn't smell that nice, but I know Benny and Jolt definitely care about what they smell like. So Jolt definitely smells like fancy rich kid colognes, and then Benny smells clean. Probably a little bit like flowery or fruity, like from like shampoos and stuff.
Hilton Honors, baby. Or relaxing sanctuaries like the Conrad and Tulum. Hilton Honors, baby.
Weed smells like skunk and it's strong. See. I hate weed smell. Weed smell is worse than cigarette smell. I've never liked cigarette smell, but it's like surprisingly bearable to me in comparison to weed. I'll take a cigarette any day over the weed smell. Ugh, I hate these ads. Can I mute it just during the ads? Yes, I can. Goodbye, ads. We don't need you promoting political things on my stream. Spent half an hour making up reactions the Monster High characters would have to various movies. Very fair. They smell comforting? Welp, I think something's wrong with you, but I think I already knew that. It's a Doritos ad. I'm just waiting for it to end. It's now a State Farm ad. Cigarette smell is nostalgic to you? That's fair. I feel like I have more negative not nostalgia, that's not the right word. Negative memories with cigarette smoke because the people I knew who were smokers were not necessarily good people. Oh wait, is it back? It's back. Unmute. There we go. Yay. Why would you buy tobacco scented cologne? I agree. Like, literally just smoke or don't have the disgusting smell on you. I think it's better to not have a disgusting smell on you. It smells like domestic abuse. See, Arashi gets it because he has the same childhood I do. That's good enough for a sketch. I want him to be, like, happy. There we go. Ooh, I just remembered another one of them I wanted to draw. I don't know if I'll have time for everyone, though. I just want to make the meme reference that's going around right now. We're fine. Don't worry about it. If you say so, Arashi. I think the, like, vanilla and woody smell is better than vanilla and tobacco. Also, like, whiskey vanilla, I think I've smelled something like that that was really nice. I have to decide what he's gonna be posed like now. Because it's time to draw his body. His hair kind of sticks out more than this, so I'm kind of tempted to give him a little spikiness. Yeah, just like that. That's good. Smell of a fireplace? Yeah. I agree with that. Fireplace or bonfire? That's like a different kind of like smokiness from cigarettes, and I like that kind of smokiness. You didn't have a childhood, they made you in a lab? I see. Understandable. I have no idea what I'm doing with this boy. Maybe I'll just give him a little, like, leg up. It's kind of my generic, energetic, kind of cutesy pose. That arm looks so stiff. But anyway, he's got a hand there. And a noodle arm. They cloned you and then fed you the clone so you could absorb his powers. Oh. This makes me think of Dwight Schrute when he's talking about how he was supposed to be a twin, but then when they did another ultrasound, they found that he had resorbed the other twin. And he's like, do I regret this? No. I now have the strength of a grown man and a little baby. The Clipsy pose, yeah. If anyone ever tells you 5-hour energy tastes good, oh yeah. 5-hour energy is heart attack in a bottle. I would not recommend it. I've never actually had it, but because it is a bad idea. How to sleeves. Unfortunately, in this pose, his sleeves are not super visible, so I can't see just how large they are. Dwight is great. I think Dwight is very funny. He's got his cute little ribbon. I love Miyabi's design because he's got like these details that are like kind of typically feminine. Like he's got little ribbons on his clothes and his little flower and his like kind of longer hair with his little ponytail, but then they don't really feel feminine on him. Like he pulls it off in a way that's like, if anything, more androgynous. You just don't look at him and go like, that's a femboy. And I think it's cool how he pulls that off. No, don't shop 5-hour energies. I want to make friendship bracelets. I feel like I should give more flow to his top here. Once again, he's got a cutesy little ribbon over here. Which is very fun in his 3D model, because it flows around. Ah! Hello? Okay. I don't think I've ever drawn shorts like this that are just like straight down the leg. I usually make things either more fitted, so they kind of show the shape of the leg better, or are super loose so they make like a big shape. But these are very like classic street fashion. His shoes were actually taller than I realized. He's got like full-on boots. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Heal later. Okay. Sleeves. That's the other thing. Don't want to forget his sleeves. Okay. I think that's everything. He's got a relatively simple design. Boots for the win, let's go. If you pour stuff on your eyes, it'll actually absorb into your system faster. It might also blind you though. Okay, I'll pour some coffee on my eyes next time. I need to absorb the caffeine. Okay, he definitely needs a little bit of work here. I think his head's too far back. Now I am not warmed up, and this is the first I've done, so he will probably be not the best one. Or it might turn out that I'm actually best at drawing him, and then all the others will turn out bad, and then I'll be like, oh well, I actually like the Miyabi better now. Okay. That's better. Maybe a little more. I think that's better. How bad was it before? I feel like that's... Oh. It kind of just looks like his head's in a different position. I don't know. Anyway. Didn't study that yet in med school. Oh. Okay. Making up stories about your OCs dying in very strange ways. Oh. I think she's doing this because she's insane, but I feel like that's just the kind of friendship you need. You know, knowing you. Okay. Usually I would do quick doodles like this with the pencil and just make it more sketchy, but I kind of am thinking, since I'd like to color these, it'll be easier to color with the pen because it makes more like enclosed lines, so it makes coloring way easier and faster. So, okay. His flower needs to move over, but I'll do that on top later. Does that look right? That looks right. I love this hairstyle. I have used similar hairstyles on my own OCs. Your friend wouldn't stop talking about your dad being good for your dad for winning? I don't know how much this guy's ear is actually visible. That looks fine. I gotta have it showing a little bit just to show that he's like the one normal human. I don't know where my brain is these days. All I can do is make funny noises. You said you were gonna draw and then didn't? Well, freaking draw. Jeez. Or don't. Do it. Do whatever you want. What are we drawing today? Ooms. You could draw peanut butter because you said you would and then you never did, but you don't have to. Speaking of dads, oh no. Well, your friend just doesn't understand the concept of having a dysfunctional family, so that's a them problem. that's good. Oop. Good enough. This is a doodle, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Should totally draw peanut and peanut butter. Okie dokie. I'll give you references. By not weird, as in it's not weird to not know. Oh. Wait. Yeah. That took me a minute to read properly. My brain was lagging, but yes, Weiyan is correct. Art gallery. Gotta grab references for Strawberry right real quick. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Uh-oh, where's her ref sheet? Is it in old art land? Okay, well this is a decent reference. Oh wait, that one's a lower resolution file. Take that one. Okay. And I'll resend that one. Okay. I think that's probably enough to go off of. Loop. Okay, Strawberry, there's references in the server for you. She's so cute. For everybody else, I'll show you what character we're talking about in case you're not in the server. Just so you understand what the conversation is that's going on. Oh, there we go. There you are. There we go. This is peanut butter. And this is also peanut butter. And that is Clarence. And yes, she has a very not normal name and he has a very normal name. But yes, that is my children, and I very rarely draw them, and it's kind of sad, because they're really easy to draw too. But I drew them to do like children's book style illustrations, just like little cutesy things of just them like adventuring. And I haven't done enough with them yet. Still getting ready to draw, so you won't text much, but yeah, okay, no worries. Doesn't approve of out of one. Okay, I'm muting this while it's ads again. Goodbye. We don't need your ads. I should turn on my BGM. Well, it's silent. Here we go. I can't hear that, but I bet you guys can hear that. I'll switch back when the music's back on. Okay, Miyabi. You need to be finished. Ponytail. Oh no, I don't like that. There we go. Spotify is the worst. I hate it. I had Spotify Premium last semester, so when I was using it during streams before, I didn't have to deal with ads, and that was so much nicer. But I am broke all the time, so I can't pay for it. I got the free subscription before, and that's why I had it. It's just too expensive to pay for every month. ads are almost done. Yay! Okay. I feel like the face shape on chibis can like really make or break them. Like they can be so cute and so squishy, or they can just not quite look right. So sometimes I fiddle with them a bit just to make sure they are cute and squishy. I think that's good enough. I really need to watch more of Miyabi's content, because I've seen clips of all of the boys, but basically all I know about Miyabi is that he's adorable. I don't really know like what kind of content he does. I just know he's a very cute boy. I watched like his 3D debut where he was like showing off his model, and watched him like just messing around and showing off his cute little details like his ribbon. And like it's just being adorable. But I don't know like what games he plays. Unfortunately, all these guys I kind of enjoy in small doses just because they don't speak English. So I mostly enjoy them through clips that have subtitles. And that means I don't watch their streams that much because their streams don't have English subtitles. But I want to get more into watching them for two reasons. One, I want to support them so they don't die, because I don't want Holostars to die, because that would be really, really sad. And two, I do want to learn Japanese. So I kind of want to expose myself to it more, and like without subtitles, because I've watched plenty of anime with subtitles, but it kind of forces you to learn more and to kind of understand what you're hearing when you don't have the subtitles to tell you what's going on. So I've really been meaning to watch Japanese streams for a long time, but I always kind of go, I don't know what's going on, I'm just not good enough yet, I need to study more, and then giving up. But I want to watch them more because they're cool. And I do listen to their music all the time. Especially Rika. I listen to Rika's music all the time. And I listen to some of Izuru's music all the time. And there's a couple of Shien songs that I listen to pretty often too. That one line was fighting me. If you squint, Miyabi sounds like Miata. Oh yeah. This is my Oshi, Miata. Miata is like an OG car. He's a classic. Miyabi Itasha Miata. Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea. But that means if I get a red Miata, I can't repaint it because the red is the color that he really should have. Or I could do a pink. Imagine if I had a pink Miata and I Itashi'd it with Miyabi, because it would fit with his little flower, and I could do like the cherry petals, cherry blossom petals across the side with the Miyabi art. That'd be good. Oh, I want to do that now. I don't know if I want to permanently paint a Miata pink though, because I feel like that paints a certain picture that I don't want to be that girl, but also I think it would look amazing. Need to start watching unsubbed anime. I started trying to do, I forget what the website is called, but there's a website that gives you, it's a learning tool where it's an anime site, but it gives you, like, Japanese subtitles, and it'll give you, like, the kanji, and then the more simplified version of the script, and then you can have the option of having English subtitles, so you can, like, pick which subtitles you want and you don't want. And I started trying to do, like, watching children's anime on that, since they're, like, talking slower and more simplistically. I also tried doing, non biori that way, because I was like, oh, it's slow. It'll be, like, easier to follow. But I feel like that one's better for learning, like, school-specific vocabulary. And they still talk with, like, you know, accents and stuff, so they might not be the best people to learn from. They never sold one in pink? Well, yes. I'd have to paint it. I could do a white and just do the wrap for the color. I don't really want a white car, though. I mean, I know with a wrap, the white will be covered, but just white paint, like, degrades and looks dingy quicker. And then if I were to take off the wrap, then it would just be a boring white car, and I don't think that looks very good. Since you're doing a full wrap for all that, just get your favorite color and don't worry about it. Yeah, that's true too. I haven't actually seen any of Doraemon. I can't words right now, but I'll have to give that one a try. I was watching, what is it, Kuma Bear Cafe, I think it is? I don't know what it's called in Japanese, because that's literally just Bear Cafe. But I was watching that one. That's really cute, because it's like a panda and a polar bear working at a cafe. And that's kind of a kid's show. Friend is teaching herself Chinese. Whoa, good for her, because Chinese is hard. Japanese is really hard, but Chinese is even harder, in my opinion. White cars get dirty immediately. Exactly. The white would go nice with him, but I don't want to have a dirty white car. Bear reference! Yeah. You should check out Kuma Bear Cafe, you'd enjoy it, because it's bears. It's a really simple, silly show, though. I would watch it maybe one episode at a time, not get super into it. You know Arabic? Whoa, Arabic, not Arabic. Planning to learn either Spanish or German. Oh! I've heard German is difficult. Spanish is easier. Spanish is one of the easier languages to learn if you know English or like any European language. But German is cooler because less people speak it. At least less people here. I don't know about where you live. Of course you would say it's easy, Strawberry. It's easy when you were born speaking German. He's kind of got the gay sleeves going on. I love me an oversized sleeve because this is what my sleeves look like most of the time. Oh right, we just discussed you were created, not born. Well, that's why it was so easy for you to learn, because you just had the knowledge upon creation. Yeah. Big sleeves, okay. That is one large sleeve. Good enough. So I took my my BJD, not the one I made, but the one I painted, outside the other day and did like a little photo shoot with him. So I gotta compile those images and then share them with you guys. I'll share them in the server once they're, you know, picked out and everything. I will probably also post some on Instagram just to show that I painted a BJD and made his clothes. Blech. I didn't even tell you guys what's going on with my car. I don't have a working car right now. If you want to hear another thing that's making my life crazy and chaotic. As if there wasn't enough already. I took it into the shop the other day. It died on the road in front of the place, and I was really mad because it was like maybe a quarter mile or less from the car shop, and then they were like, well, we don't have someone who can go get it, so we have to call a tow truck. It'll be like $80. I was like, what do you mean it'll be like $80 to tow it a few feet? Like, I literally was trying to get it to the shop so I wouldn't have to pay a tow truck. If I was gonna have to pay that anyway, I could have just had them pick it up from my house. And not, you know, been on the road when it's not functioning properly. And they didn't have an opening, so I have to wait until the end of the week for them to get to it even. Which it is the end of the week, but I still haven't heard anything from them, so have no idea when they'll get to it. And then they have to decide if it's a problem they can just fix, or if it's a bigger deal and it's going to take longer to fix. So I could have my car back soon, or I could not have it for who knows how long. I won't know until they finally look at it. So that's fun. Didn't know you had Instagram? Oh! I didn't know you guys didn't know I had Instagram. I guess I haven't shared it in a while, so I'm not super active on it. I think it's just Clipsy-chan, no space, no dash, no anything. This is when you get out and push. See, I would have, but it was up a steep hill, which is the reason my car couldn't get there in the first place, because it was refusing to accelerate. So I was able to like creep it across the road until I got to the hill, and then it wouldn't go up. And I could not push it up that hill, and there was no way that the car people would. Like, I was kind of hoping they would. Like, they have a bunch of big bulky men there. I was kind of hoping that the guys would just be like, okay, we'll push it the rest of the way. But me 5 foot tall, no muscle girl with my sister who's like 5'1" and barely any more muscle, we cannot push a car up a steep hill on the side of the highway. So yeah. If it was a straight road, then I absolutely would have just gotten out and pushed. Or even gone up and asked one of the dudes if they could help us push it. Hoping your city is walkable? No. Nope. No. No public- well, there's some public transport, but not where I'm at. And also you have to pay for it, and I don't have money to pay for a bus pass. And I live a 15-minute drive away from campus, so I have to drive to get there. And it's not a great area, so I wouldn't feel safe walking around here. So yeah, no. I'm just carpooling with my sister. She's driving me around. Because luckily my sister does go to the same school as me, and we technically live together. She's just never here, so we've been coordinating. And right now I have her car. She's at work, but she left me the car. And then, she'll drive me, and then I'll wait for her, or she'll give me the car, and then she'll go do what she needs to do and have me pick her up. We kind of switch off. It's just annoying to have her coordinate with me because she's got a busy schedule and I've got a busy schedule, so like I feel a little bad making her drive me around, but at the same time, it is what it is. Yay, ads. Shut up, ads. I cannot hear this music, by the way. This is the real reason why I'm not just playing my usual BGM, because I want music and I can't hear it. Which is my own fault. I could set it up to hear it. I was just in a rush to get everything set up, because I forgot about the stream until right before. This is why you get a Miata, weighs 2 pounds. Yeah, I could literally pick up the Miata and carry it there. You and your sister share an apartment? Nice. Yep. I can't wait to get out of this place though. Not that I hate it, but I don't love it. So we're renting like a basement space. So it's kind of like an independent apartment in the basement, and then upstairs is like another apartment. 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 downstairs. So we have like our own living room and kitchen and everything down here, and we don't have to deal with the upstairs roommates, except when they have to do laundry, because there's only a laundry machine in the basement, so they do have to come down to do laundry, which is fine. But I don't love being in a basement that doesn't get super good natural light and gets cold really easily. It's been freezing the past couple days because the AC is blasting because it's hot outside, but it's just naturally cold down here. We don't even need AC down here, so it's just making it colder. And there are spiders, but I'm not that worried about spiders. I deal with spiders way more easily than the average person, so I just kind of let them vibe as long as they're not too close to me. Oh wait, I forgot about my music. I bet it's back. It is back. Boop. 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 Yay. I will say though, the nice thing about where I'm currently living is my landlord. Like, nicest possible landlord. And my last landlord was a disaster, and we did not like living in her property, and it was awful. It was not a good experience. And then I moved here, and I was like, this guy doesn't feel real. He feels like the fictional, what I wish my landlord was like, that no landlord actually is. So he's been great, which is really the main reason I moved in the first place, was the landlord, and I didn't like that house. and I didn't like the roommates I had, but the roommates moved out, so it was more just the landlord in the house. And now I'm in a house I don't like much better, but a landlord that I like way better. You remember begging for a pet? Pet tarantula is interesting. I would not have one personally, but I've heard they're pretty sweet. My sister's looking into getting a snake right now. She's been working at a pet store, and she works in the reptile department. So she's working firsthand with all these snakes and lizards, and she found one that she really likes, and she wants to adopt it. But we can't have pets. I mean, we could probably have a snake here. It's probably not that big a deal. But the place she's gonna be next semester, because I'm leaving, I'm graduating, so I'm not gonna be here, so she's going to a different place. The place she's gonna be at, she asked her future roommates if they'd be cool with it, and they would not be cool with living with a snake, so she has to figure out how to home the snake. Which is sad, I'm gonna be real. I think it's sad to not be able to have a pet because your roommates are afraid of something they shouldn't be afraid of. Because there's just like stereotypes about snakes. Like, people are freak out about snakes for no real reason. It's kind of like, it's actually worse than sharks, because there's the stereotypes about sharks being dangerous and everyone's freaked out about them. And so like, you guys really need to chill. But snakes are worse because pet snakes are there's literally no danger for like a domestic, not venomous snake that stays in its cage, except when like its owner holds it and then it's just chill. Like, there's literally no danger there. But people freak out because, oh, scary snake, it's gonna get out and bite me. I would be the person to not even ask my roommates, but you know. How do I do heal? I always struggle with heals in this angle. I don't even know what I'm doing. Maybe... Aha! Aha! That's somewhat right. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah, we'll go with it. I figured it out, kind of. Too many people have issues with snakes, yeah. They're cool too, but the feeding situation is dreadful. Yeah. She has mice at the pet store she's working at, so she just has to pick them up from there, but then you have to like keep them in the freezer. That's the gross thing about owning a snake. What if the snake eats your Miata whole? Yeah, the Miata's 2 pounds. It's a danger around snakes. Can't be around a hungry snake. A snake will eat it. Miata sounds too similar to mouse. Most animals are chill if you feed them regularly, right? Like, people have had tigers and lions as pets. As long as they feed them right, they're pretty chill. Boot. Okay, now I have to do all these little ribbons in his face. Low-key forgot about his face and these hairs. Okay. Can't have a snake then. Nope. Yep. Unswallowed Miata is best. Cutesy flower. I always forget cherry blossoms have like heart-shaped petals, which just makes them like extra cute. Like that's just adorable. Literally pink little flowers with heart-shaped petals. There is nothing in nature more kawaii than that. No, that angle is weird. That's not the angle his head is at. What am I doing? Restarting. It needs to be a more head-on angle. I don't know why I did a weird angle there. Yeah, Miyabi out here having the most like moe cutesy little hair accessory, but also not really being a femboy. Kinda love it. Although I think he does have more like feminine cutesy outfits, but he's allowed to, 'cause he's cute. You have to go. Okay. Thanks for coming. See ya. I can't figure out petals. Sure would help if I like actually made a proper sketch for it, but why would we do that when we can just wing it? I'm struggling. I'm gonna come back to that. I think I probably should actually make a sketch for it. Because it's a matter of lining up the petals to match well enough. Yeah, I guess I'll do his face next. Okay, this is fine. What am I doing? Days of Thunder is one of the best songs. Crystalline, Days of Thunder, basically the entire most recent album. Up there with Neon Medusa, that one's good too. I have to play around with my sound settings in OBS though, because I don't know if my voice matches up with the sound. I think I recall listening to one of my streams back and being like, oh yeah, that's not quite lined up. Because sometimes I hum or sing along and then it will be like not at the same time. Because you have to adjust settings to make them like the voice and the music come through at the same time. Interesting things, but I kind of have to mess around with that at some point and get that aligned properly, because I would love to eventually do karaoke streams. I think that'll be fun, but I have to have my voice and the soundtrack lined up for that. Syndicate and Runaways are both really good, yeah. Also... Oh, which one is it? I was literally just listening to it. Hang on. Scrolling. Where's my freaking playlist scroll? There it is. Where are you? Digital Dreams. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That one's really good too. Very, like, melancholy. I put that on one of my, my recent Instagram posts. Actually, my most recent Instagram post. Put it as, like, the soundtrack for it. And I was like, man, this makes this boy I drew seem like such a sad boy. But I used it for reasons. I'm gonna play the song for you so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Digital Dreams, let's go! Okay. Yeah. I used this on my most recent Instagram post. This is one of the fun things about making my fun little sci-fi story and making so much content for it, is that I get to use the midnight as the soundtrack. It just fits the vibe so well. Eyelashes. That one's thinner, and that is a problem. I zoomed in too close and wasn't comparing them to each other. Digital Dreams is good, yeah. It has been an hour and a half already. Time sure does fly when you're streaming. The other ones, the other guys, I will probably just do like head or bust shots for. I wanted to do Miyabi full body because he's got like the simplest design. He's the easiest to do full body. And then I don't know if I will or won't get through all the other boys I picked out. But I'll do like simpler drawings for them. Just so I'm not streaming all day. I think this isn't placed quite right. Huh. Well, maybe that's okay. I can always come back to it later. I think I need to draw the rest of his face over there to figure out where exactly his eye goes. So having that face shape will help. Okay, yep. Now we move the eye over. Pragmata launched today. Is that the one with the little girl? The not real little girl? And the grizzled old guy? Or am I thinking of a different game? I mean, I know what game I'm thinking of, but I don't know if that's the right game or not. Hehe, he's so cute. It is the one with the little blonde robo girl. I am correct. Her hair is modeled very well. He kind of has like slightly thicker eyebrows at the end, so I'm trying to get that line weight variation just a little bit. That's a good song. No, not ads again. Okay, fine. But there we go. It's been 10,000 years. Her neglected child hair, yeah. It looks properly messy. I think this needs to be more like that. Cute. I think they need to be moved over a little bit though. Little bit uncentered. That's better. Apparently I just drew his entire face over to the side too much. Music is back! This is the one song by The Midnight where I'm like, is this too much cursing for YouTube? This is kind of a lot of cursing for a synthwave song. But it's okay as long as YouTube doesn't come after me. Bloop. Okay. You're past that 5-minute mark. It's so true. Yeah. It occurred to you how useful it must be to be able to zoom in and out. Oh yeah. Benefits of digital drawing. You can zoom in real life by squinting at the page, I guess. Yeah, and looking at it like 2 inches away. I do kind of low-key do that a little bit sometimes, but that's because I have bad eyes. But yeah, that is definitely a benefit of digital art. But at the same time, it's more necessary with digital art than traditional, because with traditional, like, I can just lean into the art more. But with digital, I have less control, more zoomed out. Like, this is really, like, I'm looking at it smaller and more compressed, I guess. Not really compressed, but like, if I were to like print this out, it would probably be like the size of a page, like a regular printer page. But within the program, it looks smaller than that. So when I'm zooming in, I'm really just looking at it like this is probably more like looking at it in normal size. And then this way I can actually see the shapes better. But I don't really need that per se with traditional art, because everything's just right there in front of you, the way it really looks. But this people could be looking at it at different scales and seeing different amounts of detail, so I guess it's more important to make sure it looks good when you're zoomed in, because someone could potentially zoom in on it on a website. That's also, though, one of the, like, it's one of the good things about digital art and one of the curses of digital art, because you can have this problem where you're like zoomed all the way in, making sure every individual little pixel looks good, and then you zoom out and you're like, oh wait, it doesn't look right with everything else though. It might be like too detailed or too thick or too thin or whatever, and now you have to redo it because you weren't looking at it in context of the rest of the image. Of course, another benefit of digital art is if I decide like this chunk of hair isn't quite in the right spot, I can go and just move it, which you can't do with pen and ink on paper. Okay, I need to do his with the webbing. He's cute with the webbing. Have to check to make sure there's not like a split in the top, but it doesn't look like there is. It just looks like a ribbon on top of everything. It's the hardest part of drawing stuff, is making one part look good with another part. Yeah, it is definitely a process, something you kind of have to learn. It does help, I think, to not like totally finish one part and then totally finish the other part, but to kind of go back and forth and do them all together. Like, I can just show a quick example real quick. Quick example real quick, ha ha ha. I'm good at English. Anyway, so I've got my face. So it's probably gonna look really rough because I'm not really trying to align anything. So you've got your face, you got your neck, your shoulders, and then if I was drawing like a full body, then I would like go and do like the basics of the body shape after this. But assuming I'm back at the face part, like I do one ear, I do the other ear, and make sure they are kind of aligned with each other. These are not fully aligned, but it doesn't really matter. And then like I do the top of one eyelash, make sure I like the alignment of that, and then I do the top of the other eyelash. Rather than continuing to finish this eye and then going the other eye, I do the 2 eyelashes together so that they look like they're in the right place, they look like they're aligned with each other, they look about the same shape, and your hand at this point still kind of remembers what it feels like to make that shape, so that really helps too. And then I can go in and you know, do the rest of the... Usually I don't do the middle of the eye until I have the entire like outside of the eye done. That's just my style. So I'll do like that, and then I'll do that. And then like eyebrows together, because eyebrows can be really hard to line up with each other. So yeah. There's that. Close. Because I don't need that anymore. Goodbye. He will never exist again. Ribbon. That's where I'm at. I'm at the ribbon. Actually, this goes all the way to the edge of his shirt. It's like on the seam, which is cool. Eyebrows positioning can convey so much emotion. Yeah. So their positioning is important, but can be really hard to get right. It's definitely something that takes a little bit of practice and sometimes a little fiddling. Lines. I'm gonna move this over a little because I don't want that tangent. I don't want them coming together in the exact same place. So I'm gonna just put it completely on top of that area. That's probably good enough. Oh, that's so thick. Wait. When I started this line art, I was going so rough and quick with it, and now look at me redoing lines over and over again. Okay. Now the long ribbon pause. There we go. That should be this direction. Yay. What else is he missing? Oh, right, the rest of the ribbon, duh. Okay. Ta-da. Ribbons like this are so cute, but they're not my favorite to draw. Which is probably the only reason why I don't have more designs that include them, because I love the look of this like crisscrossed ribbon. I think it's such a fun detail. But I don't love drawing them. It's like shoelaces but hard mode. Okay. Good enough. Then he needs his shoelaces. Speaking of shoelaces. And his flower! And then that's it. I think. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll just take this all the way to the edge, and then I'll fill this in with the color later. So like, bright. Is this yellow or orange? Debate in the debate in chat. I think it's yellow, actually. No, I think it's yellow. Wait, where's his shoes? There they are. Yeah, this is yellow. So it's like a orangey yellow, but it's yellow. And then he matched with his yellow eyes. He's got a lip on his shoe that I didn't pay attention to. Should have paid more attention. Because it's like... Bloop, bloop, bloop. Maybe I should redraw that. Looks like yellow. Okay. That's about where the laces are gonna stop. And then I'm gonna actually redraw the top of this to match them better. Because I was not paying enough attention to the shape of his shoes. And I know if I were to post this on Twitter or something, a Holostars fan would definitely notice the wrong shoes being on him. Okay. We've been... There we go. That's fine. Oh yes, crucified for the wrong shoe top. It has one detail, the one tiny little detail I got wrong. The fans will crucify me for. Being honest though, I bet the Japanese fans would be way more intense about things like that than the English speaking fans. So for a JP member, there's actually more of a risk of that. Okay, he's got this kind of... I'm still on the eraser. He's got this like a different section. Yeah, it is all the way. Cool. Actually, you know what? His sole was pointed in the wrong direction too. Not sole, his shoe. Because I had it this way and it should have been this way. So, this is actually a happy accident. Like, I want to redraw all this. It's kind of like the... I like when relatively normal clothing pieces have unique details, like these shoes. Like, the way I drew it initially with the tongue and everything is how most shoes look. But these have that little extra flair because they've got a different top to them.
I just booked my Verbo because there was a sweet wine fridge. We all have our reasons. If you know, give Verbo. Terms apply. See verbo.com/trust for details.
How do I do this angle? What am I doing?
Check out a 2026 Ram 1500 four-wheel drive and the legendary Ram Strength all-in-one. Was $61,365, now priced only $49,777.
In reality, I don't think I should be drawing the behind part. I think I should just be drawing this front part because it would. The part behind would go like this and it would be underneath. I'm just so used to showing the other side of the shoe.
Welcome to the build. I'm Michael Sullivan alongside
I don't like this shape.
from Sincera, Ian Myers. Our company was acquired by the Trade Desk, and now we're doing an ad tech podcast.
There's no shortage of hot takes and sales talk out there, but nobody's really digging into how these
I hate
products
podcast
actually
ads.
get built. So we're talking to builders
I forgot to
about
mute
how
it,
they
but it's
tackle
probably
their
gonna be
problems.
over
So
in a
if you build
second
products,
anyway.
this is your show. Listen to new episodes of The Build on Spotify, Overcast, or wherever else you listen to your podcast.
Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili. Starts sweet, but
Doritos.
ends with a touch of heat. It's something they like to call
They should be
balance,
paying me for
and
these
it's
ad breaks.
delicious. Doritos Spicy Sweet Chili. For the bold. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okie dokie. I'm not doing that again because you can't see it on the other boot because it's behind his leg. But you can see this weird little metal part. I never knew before that he has these weird little metal things on his shoes. It's like eyes. His shoe kind of looks like a fish. Wait. This is where its mouth goes. These are the eyes. And then you've got... This is like the fin. This is the body of the fish. And then I guess its tail would be over here. His fish! Oh wait, the laces can be his top fin. His shoe is a fish. Anyway. Ah! I accidentally paused my music. Why did it not start again? Sir? Okay, there it goes. I need to do this pedal. I once again feel like it looks like it's at this kind of angle where it's like going back that way. And that's not good, because that's not the angle that his head is at. I just can't draw flowers head on, apparently. Also, I shouldn't be drawing it directly behind like that. This is the reality of why I don't draw flowers often. I'm not that good at the repeated pattern, matching it all up. Nope, nope, nope. This hairline is getting in my way. It's hard to tell what I'm actually looking at. I'm gonna move this. Bruh. That's good enough. We're gonna call it there. Where exactly is this positioned? Okay. It's actually more this way. Okay, I think that's it for the line art. Now we can color him and then call him done. I don't think I'm gonna do shading. If I do, it's gonna be the most minimal shading. Oh. I'm just gonna grab his colors. I think that's an enclosed area there. Yeah, go 9 2. There we go. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Uh-oh. Where's the other hole? Hello? Oh. It's right there, duh. Okay. Okay, I should probably make sure there's no little white spots. Oh, he's got a little turtleneck. I forgot to draw that part. The, like, turtleneck under his turtleneck. Double turtleneck action. And that's about here. There we go. Okay, let's do that layer first. I think all this, actually probably his shirt and Maybe I'll do all the black the same color. I feel like these are not different colors so much as different textures, and that's what makes them stand out from each other. Although I'm not gonna be really shading it, so you won't really see the difference in texture. This is really interesting though to look at, because this is his 3D model, but there's like so much detail. Unless this might be a drawing, like promotional art, but I'm unsure. It's hard to tell because it's pixelated. I can't see if it's got like polygons or anything. I don't know. Enough getting distracted for me. I need to actually draw. I'm just gonna take one black color and color everything in that, and then worry about the rest later. Oh, and his arms. His sleeves. That is so dark. Maybe I'll make it less dark. It's not dark enough. We'll fiddle with it later. Good enough for now. I'll do more fiddling with the colors off stream, just to, like, you know, fix any little white spots or make sure the colors look good, all that. Because I kind of want to just, like, get on to the next character. Oh, that looks so dark without... Is that the same color? It looks so different. Take his yellow. I know his ribbon has black on it, but I'm just gonna make it solid yellow for right now. His eyes. Can't forget those.
If the world was ending, I'd bike over to your house, steal the bottle Dad's been saving, kiss you on the mouth, and touch you, get drunk, watch it all burn down, and stop breathing.
Oh, I need to fix the gaps.
We were too early.
There we go. I don't know if that'll work right or not. Well, maybe that's fine, because the flower's there.
You went to school and got a serious degree, settled in your hometown,
Oh, so cute. He looks like himself now that he has his red hair. Okay. Flower. Let's take that color. Maybe I'll use the same color for his tongue. And then just a darker version for behind that. Cute. He's so baby. But I do need to bloop. Okay. And I will fix him up more later. Because I need to get rid of all these little white spots. And then I might... Oh, and there's some little things that need to be fixed like this. Like that. And then I might add the most like small amount of shading. But I think I'm gonna do that later so that I can draw another character. Oh. Oh, and the little metal bits, so I'll figure out what color to make that later. There we go. He cute. There's our Miyabi. If I can freaking draw a heart. Cute. Okay. It's 6. So we've been streaming 2 hours. Who do I want to draw with my remaining time? I might do Xian next. Because I did say previously that I would do Xian. But I'm just gonna do like a headshot. Pat, pat, pat. Xian is fun. He's one of my favorites. He's like kind of low-key gone viral. I guess not super viral, but like within a little subset. Shut up! You're not president anymore! Anyway. What was I thinking? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, Xian is fun because he doesn't really speak English, but he tries. Like, he'll try to explain to English viewers what's going on during stream, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort and how much he cares about his viewers. And he's really interesting. What he kind of went like sort of a little bit low-key viral for recently is figure skating. Because, you know, everyone was going nuts over the Olympic figure skating, so it was just the perfect time for him to take off for that. But yeah, apparently he did a live stream where he did figure skating with his 3D model, which is awesome. I didn't know he could do that until recently. Pretty cool. They love to just like pull out their random talents, and I love that. That's always fun. Because, you know, their main thing is streaming, and gaming streaming specifically, which is a little bit generic, which is fine. It's fun. But then they pull out things like figure skating, and like Altair plays cello, so he's done some cello playing streams. That's pretty awesome. And I love when they do stuff like that. that's like unexpected and cool and different. I also love when they sing, and they're really good at singing, and he's pretty good at singing. Okay, music swap time again. There we go. Also, I just love that Shien is a dog boy. Like, who doesn't love that? Mafia boss dog boy is like the best. Got these intense eyes. Maybe his bangs should be longer. Okay, I definitely need to fix up this face shape a bit, but we'll get there. Kind of want to give him this like smirk, because he has this expression. I wonder if I can find an image for you guys. I love his little smirk. Wait a second. Actually, this is it right here. Copy. Check this out. His little bad boy smirk. His model actually does this. I love it. Like, have you seen a more beautiful little mafia doggo boy smirk? Like he's about to do something illegal? I love it. It's so fun. So let's try and imitate that kinda. Ah, his nose. Do I even know how to draw a bad boy smirk? No. Teeth. Teeth are good. Oliver coded? Oliver who? I'm sorry, but when I hear Oliver, I think of Oliver and Company with the cat, or I think of Oliver the play/book with the little orphan boy. I don't know which Oliver you're referring to. Oliver like my dog Oliver? Because he is a little villain. Wonder if you get in trouble for saying the average Holostars boy is a better singer than the average Hololive girl, excluding outliers. Let me think about that. Yes. I think you might be right. I was gonna say maybe excluding EN, but I don't think excluding EN anymore, because I think the guys who were really not good singers are the ones who graduated. So yeah, I think you're right that the average Holostars boy is a better singer than the average Hololive girl, and I think a part of the reason for that is that they have to be better at what they do to be worth like putting money into, because they're just not going to be as popular no matter what they do. So these guys have to be good content creators and good idols and all that. Now the EN boys, they had less high standards, I think, because it was more about these guys were hee funny. They didn't need to be idols. I don't know if they even ever expected them to get to the point where they're doing idol stuff. But there are also a few of the Holostars boys who didn't start out very good singers, but then got better, kind of like Callie, and I'm trying to think of others. Not Ame, because she's worse than what she was worse than what I'm thinking, but yeah, kind of like that Callie, I guess, where she started out like, I'm not really a singer, I can't really sing, and then she got voice lessons and worked really hard to get better, and now she's like an incredible singer. I think there are a few Holostars members who were like that, where they didn't really start out good singers, but they're better now than they were before. Miyabi is definitely like that. His old singing that I've heard is not great, and he tends to be a little bit auto-tuned. But I think nowadays, he's a much better singer than he used to be. But in general, overall, they tend to be pretty good. Xian also, I think, has improved over time, because I thought he was decent, like he had a good voice, but it was really untrained, and then his more recent covers I've heard are like really good. So I think he's also worked on his voice. Stars is a lot more standardized in skill level. Live seems to have both the greatest and worst singers in comparison. I wouldn't say Holo Live has the greatest singers in comparison to Holostars. Not saying that Holostars has better singers, because Suisei is amazing. You can't get better than Suisei. But Rika rivals Suisei. He's as good as she is. But beyond that, yeah. Yeah, I agree. They have singers that are just not great. And then they have singers that are amazing. But Stars has some really, really solid singers. Rika is the best, like, just as far as vocal talent and ability goes. He's the best of them. Izuru, though, he probably has, like, my favorite voice ever. It, like, scratches an itch that I can't even explain. Because he has a very unique voice. And it's just so nice. There's something so pleasant about it. In, like, both the combination of like softness and roughness of his voice is just so good. And he's got a really nice voice. He's really good at singing. He's really solid. And then Estelle. I don't have Estelle here, but I'll pull him up for you guys. Hang on. Estelle. Come here, you. Copy. Nope. Not wrong button. Bloop. There we go. This is Estelle. He doesn't have my favorite model. He's an older one, so his art's not the best. It's not bad, but he's also the shortest. He's tiny. He's like, it's like they were trying to make him the Shota boy, but then his personality, he's more like a big brother to like younger stars, and he's really sweet, but also his singing voice is amazing. I would say he also rivals Suisei. He's like up there with Suisei talent. So the three of them, him, Izuru, this one, Izuru, and Rika, this guy, the three of them, incredible. Really, really, really good singers. He's so spiky. I just want to do like the fur of his collar. It's all on the back? Yes. So then he also has this big old collar thing. Does he share a mama with Fubuki? This one? I don't know. It's possible. Of course, nowadays Fubuki looks better because she's had art updates and he hasn't. Because Holostars struggles. Freaking love his little smirk. I'm gonna put this in my references over here. Oops. There you are. Okay. That face is messed up. I gotta fix it. Okay. Just gonna keep this one simple. Yeah, I like that better. I love his sticky uppy hair. He kind of has like a minor little like Mittens spike, like much more subtle because Mittens is like all the way up, but he's got this like one bit of hair that's like above the rest. It's kind of fun. Can you say basically one of my OCs? Not quite right. I have to actually make this an independent chunk of hair because it's a different color. Good enough. I'm just gonna ignore how funny you think you are. Another good song, yes. As if there was any that wasn't. I've been listening to our sister's music in the car because she's been driving me around. She'd be like, oh, this is a good song. Oh, this one's fun because it's about this. Oh, this one's good. And I'm like, okay. That's nice. It sounds the same as the last one to me, but that's okay. We have very different music tastes. That's not even with the other side. Oh yeah, this would be a great Midnight Drive song. I think what I want to do is make this go up more. I think that'll help with this shape. There we go. That's more like the shape I want. There, now they kind of match. Yeah. This is why you need like 3 Miata playlists. Midnight Drive, Drift, and Cute. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What am I doing? Oh. Not quite. Oops. I cannot draw lines. It's okay, I can draw lines. Sometimes. Uma Poi will be on that last one. Nice. I need the mega playlist to keep your... yeah. Yeah, I don't have one big mega playlist with all my music tastes. I have individual things. I have one with like rock and metal on it. I have one that's synthwave, which we're listening to right now. I have my playlist that's mostly Hololive music. I have my like chill study playlist that's a lot of like indie, Japanese, and Korean music.
Doritos nacho cheese. The bold, cheesy flavor.
Get out of my life, Doritos! I like Doritos, just not when they're throwing ads at me. I kind of forgot the other thing that Sheehan is kind of low-key viral for right now is literally taking his clothes off on stream because he says it gives him a power-up. You couldn't see it, just so you understand. He's got his 3D model that's fully clothed. He was playing a one of those fitness games. And he was like, guys, I'm stronger without clothes on. And he took his clothes off and then kept like smacking his butt so you could hear it, just so you knew for certain that he was butt naked. So there's that. Thanks, Xian. Thanks. This is the kind of cursed content we get sometimes. I think Holostars JP has been extra cursed after they got the whole funding cut thing and people like the news got out about it. I feel like in rebellion they just all have been acting up. Because I've seen like clip compilations like JP just being totally unhinged after the budget cut. And it's kind of funny too because as a fan of the English speaking boys too, they've always been that unhinged. But I guess Holostars JP is a little more chill usually, but recently not so much. Okay, I have to pick which music to play now. I think I'll go with this one. We're switching back over. Whoop. Oh, I accidentally forgot to unmute it. Why is it giving me another ad? It just ended the ad break. It hates when I choose whatever music I want to listen to. Check Discord. Oh. Oh. Oh, so cute. They are perfect. Their designs actually go together so well. I love them. Okay. Is my ads over? No, it's not over. Why is the ads not over? What the heck? Why is it so long? It's not still going. Ugh, it just told me it was. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay. They don't have managers now. What are they gonna do? So true. When you get rid of management because you don't have the funds, so there's no one to tell the boys not to be unhinged. Drawing them was so fun, but not... Oh. Okay. I'm glad you had fun. I just realized the weird, like, stock image dog on them. Amazing. Fitting that Strawberry hath drawn our doggos, and I am drawing doggo. Much less Moe doggo, but that's okay. Year one. You know, I don't actually know what kind of dog he's based off of. Because these ears are so, like, round and fluffy. I would think maybe Shiba Inu. But he doesn't have the curly tail. Maybe Akita Inu? I don't think they have curly tails. Do they? Maybe they do. No, I don't recall. Those are typically the go-to dog breeds for Japanese people. Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack. Oh. I haven't actually ever watched BoJack Horseman. I feel like it's one I should check out. He's probably a husky? He could be. He does have the dual tones. That would make sense. And it's kind of got those, like, wolf-like features. Wait, I have the other reference of him, I think. In here, I think. Yeah. Oh, you can't see his tail. I mean, that's his tail. You can barely see it, but... Yeah, he's like fluffy and fuzzy and has the black and the white and the fuzzy ears. Husky makes a lot of sense. And it's a little more dangerous looking, which fits with the mafia vibe. You think you'd really like it? Yeah, I think you would really like BoJack from what I've heard about it. It seems like it would be your thing. Also, Project Hail Mary. I think you should watch Project Hail Mary. I think you would like Project Hail Mary. It's not pessimistic, by the way. It's not related to the conversation at all. It's just in my brain because I just watched it recently. But it is very good. It was not what I was expecting at all. It was more fun than I expected, because I was expecting kind of a serious, introspective kind of thing, like, what's it called? The other space movie everyone's comparing it to. Interstellar. Because Interstellar is kind of like, you know, thought-provoking and dramatic, and everyone was like, oh, it's Interstellar, but with Ryan Gosling. But it's nothing like Interstellar, like at all. It's not at all the same in any capacity. So, if you're expecting an Interstellar, it's not. But it's very good. It made me think like, huh, this reminds me of some of my writing style. With like the way it mixes comedy and tragedy and like everything. It felt very reminiscent of some of my writing, and I really enjoyed that. Better than my writing. And I have been told it's a pretty faithful adaptation of the book, which makes me happy, because we love when they adapt things faithfully. And I haven't read the book, but it's now on my radar, and I should read it along with The Martian. I need to read and watch that one too. Same author. Never seen Interstellar, you couldn't have watched it with that expectation. That's very fair. I watched it a year ago now? Maybe more than a year ago? I don't know. But it was good. I have to be honest, I think I like Project Hail Mary more than I like Interstellar. But Interstellar's good. It's like the one, what's the actor's name? Can't believe I can't remember his name in this moment. McConaughey. It's like the one Matthew McConaughey movie that I like. I think McConaughey is a good actor, but I don't like any of the characters he usually plays, because they're usually just terrible people, and I don't really love like any of those movies except Interstellar. That's his one good movie. This is also a really good song. Just good vibes. Good driving song, but driving during the day rather than nighttime driving. I want another spike, but I don't want it to get in the way of that spike. That's good enough. What did you miss? Well, if you would listen, then I wouldn't have to explain. I'm just kidding. We were just talking about Project Hail Mary and how it's really, really good, and I really liked it. And then we were talking about Interstellar, because everyone was comparing Project Hail Mary to Interstellar, and we are like, oh, it's the Ryan Gosling version of Interstellar, and it's not. It's nothing like Interstellar. And I like Project Hail Mary better than Interstellar, but I do really like Interstellar, and I was saying it's the one Matthew McConaughey movie that I like. because I really don't like his roles usually. He plays a bunch of terrible men. And a lot of the terrible men he plays are the romantic lead, and so you're supposed to like him, and then he's a kind of just a terrible person. And then in Wolf of Wall Street, he's just a terrible person. Like, supposed to be. And I think he's really good at that role, but I hate that movie. Haven't seen it yet? You should. It's good. Interstellar was too scary for you. Ha, baby. I'm just kidding. I understand. I like scary, tense movies. It is very tense. But Project Hail Mary is different. It's still got some drama and it pulls at your heartstrings, but it's not as intense and not as scary. This art is so cute. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. This is my boy. My man, my mafia man. I really want merch for Xian. I want merch for like all of them, but like Xian I really want. Rika I really want some merch for. Izuru I really want some merch for. And I can't remember his name. Uyu. I think it's Uyu. Wait a sec. I'm gonna pull this boy up for you guys. Yes, my boy Uyu. Okay. Let's see if I can find a decent picture. I don't know why the top of his head is cut off in like all these images. This is a pretty cute image though. This isn't his model art, but it's good art. So I'll pull this up for you guys. There he is. Uyu, my jellyfish boy. He's not actually a jellyfish, but I mean, look at his hair. He's got jellyfish hair. He's so cute. Okay, wait. This is actually his model. Let me pull this one up. Ah! I pressed the wrong button again. There we go. There he is with his burb. He's got this little fancy pigeon boy. So Uyu is also pretty big right now. He's got a whole meme that's been going around the community because right after they announced that their funding got cut, he did a live stream where he was playing Bum Simulator. So you pretend you literally simulate. It's a simulator where you're a poor guy, like a homeless guy on the street. So you have this little like piece of cardboard you write on and you take it around trying to get people to give you money. And so he wrote, "I'm Holostars, please, please, please" on it and was going around begging for money because Holostars doesn't have funding right now. And it was really funny, and so now he's a meme and he's everywhere, and like fans have been writing out the "I'm Holostars, please, please, please" on a little piece of cardboard and putting it in their Ita bags with their plushies, and I love it. I actually did it too. Wait, I can show you guys the Twitter post because it was too good not to do. But he's fun. I think he's really funny too. Of course Twitter's not letting me see anything because it logged me out. I have to remember what my password is. Okay, I got in. I'm in! Wait, where's my posts? There we go. Okay. Copy. There we go. This is what my Battle Ita bag looks like right now. Anyway. So Uyu is funny. in his debut stream, he was being a little gremlin, and chat was trying to propose to him, and he was like, okay, take care of me, buy me things, pay for me, thanks. He's just a little gremlin. So he's a lot of fun too. He was one I was thinking of drawing too, but I don't have time to draw everybody, so I'll have to draw him another time. The Monster High bag, yeah. I literally bought it to turn into a Petal Eat-A bag because I was like, the colors are perfect. But yeah, it came with a I can't think of words today. Every time I try to think of a name or a word, my brain goes into a total blank. But it came with a Claudine plushie and her little doggo wolf pet thingy as a little mini plushie. So I have the Claudine plushie and the little guy somewhere else, and then I'm using the bag to display my Beddoll merch. It's cute. Although you can't put other things in it, it's just a display pouch, so it's not super practical. Where did I put this? There it is. Excuse me? Call me a fake fan? No, I kind of am a fake fan. I'm gonna be real to you. I don't watch the show. I don't know all the pets' names. I just think the dolls are pretty sometimes. That looks about right. I want to give him full gremlin face, but he just doesn't make that face. So I'm trying to decide how much I should just stylize and do my own thing, and how much I should stick to what he actually looks like. That works. Where's his little smirk? There it is. He is going to go commit crimes. I love sharp teeth on characters. It's very fun. I'm gonna not draw all the details, huh? Okay, he's got kind of the two different layers, so we'll just draw like the suggestion of something else going on here.
This one goes out to
These
busy
little
bees who want
snaps.
to sell their car. CarMax.
Get out of here. We don't need you, CarMax. Oh, he's also got these straps. Did I draw those? They're pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna draw them. Just very quickly and loosely. That's good enough. Wish your teeth were even sharper so you could bite people more efficiently. Understandable. Jason. This is a good song too. It's called Jason, that's why I just randomly said Jason. Nope. I am going to erase this up. Okay. Now give him some quick colors. What a cutie. I love men that look like they're gonna commit crimes. What the heck happened to my screen? Bro, I did not want that. Thank you. Oh right, there is no edge there. I have to create the edge. Oh, and the other layer. There we go. Oh, there's a gap there. If I leave this black, this dark, it's gonna make the black I used on the obby look so light. But I might change this. I might lighten this a bit. Because this has all this fun shading that makes it pop, and this one won't. It looks so fun. Okay. We need his eyes and then his hair. He once again has yellow eyes. Both of the boys I drew today have yellow eyes. Look how sinister those are though. Very different vibe from the obby. Stop staring at me like that. Let me see this at all. Okay. Oh, I think I want to make that white too. rest gets to be black. I'll take the same black. Nice. I also think I'm gonna use this same white for his teeths. Ah, what did I just do? There we go. I might just make this just the slightest bit lighter. Yeah. So it's just a little less harsh. Rawr. Okay. Now we've got Shan. Okay, where's our Meowbee? There's our Meowbee. And then now we have both our boys. I need to give him an eye highlight. Bloop. Perfect. Cool. They have shinies now. Teehee. Okay. Now I have to decide if I have time to do one more or if I'm done for today. I definitely want to go back and add some shading to these. Maybe fix them up a little, but they are quick drawings, so they don't have to be perfect. You need some washies. Maybe I'll make them the color of his flower. Teehee. Nice. Cute. He can have a little blush, just a little bit. Little subtle blush. Yeah. Nice. What a boy. What another boy. There they are. The boys. Ugh. I kind of want to do another one, but I have homework to do, and I should probably go do homework and eat dinner. But I'll work on these more off stream. I'll just add a little bit of shading and touch-ups. And then I'll probably post some in the server and on Twitter. And maybe I'll do another stream where I do 2 more of them, because I kind of want to draw all the boys. I usually do not have much fun drawing fan art, but I kind of had a lot of fun doing this. I just really enjoy drawing these guys. They have fun designs. And I like the content creators too, so that helps. I have actually drawn Betel before. Wait, there's a few of them I've drawn before, but none of the Japanese guys. This is the first time I've drawn any of the Japanese guys. Where's my fan art folder? There it is. Okay. Holostars. Yeah, I've drawn Axel, I've drawn Betel, I've drawn Vesper, I've drawn Haka and Flayon and Shinri. I did like little tiny chibi faces of, and that's about it. I did Magni, Altair. Technically, I did Gerard because I drew his feet. This is actually my most popular Stars fan art. I'm gonna close this so it's out of the way. This is his fandom mascot, so this is his like fans, his viewers. And he bullies them, he's very mean, he's terrible to them. Technically I've drawn Gerard, but it's just his feet. But I literally get likes for this on Twitter all the time, and I posted it a long time ago. It is definitely my most popular fan art. And even he commented on it. So I love that one. Of course, this is also one of my favorites. This is Betel Goose and Adaki Makura. A new person? Hello! Hello! Good to see you. It's been a long time, yeah. From 3 months ago, you had a great cat profile picture. Yeah! Yeah, it's really been 3 months, huh? Wow. Well, I have too many things open here. Where's my first, wait a second. I was just showing off some of my Holostars fan art. There we go, this is what we drew today. This is Miyabi from Holostars JP. This is Xian from Holostars JP. Miyabi is the original male VTuber. He probably wasn't the first male VTuber, but I can't say for sure because I didn't follow any VTubers at that time, so I don't actually know if there were any others, but I'm sure there was at least one other male VTuber at the time. But he's the original Holostars VTuber. And then Xian is also, he's been around for a while. So yeah, this was today's content. I was drawing all my JP boys because they need the support. They need more attention. That's Uyu. I didn't draw his name. Oops. Wait a sec. If I can... Right, there we go. Uyu! And there's my Betel Ida bag. I don't know which of these I like better. I think I like the Miyabi better. But I like them both for like a quick, simple doodle. That one got honked at, yeah. I closed it already, but he's talking about the Betel Goose. This one. So this was when Betel released his body pillow design that fans had been begging for a long time, that I actually bought. It's one of the few merch sets I actually bought, and I got it with his signed card, because if you bought the whole merch set, he would sign the little card that comes with it, so I have his actual signature. Actually, wait. I literally have this right here. There it is. That's the Daki Makura art, and that's his actual real signature. And then I have another one of his cards that came with another merch set, and that one has a foil stamped signature, but it's not his actual signature. This one's his actual signature. That's my flex. But yeah, I submitted this because he had people guess what the design would be, and then you would pause my music again. You would draw out your guesses, and then you would post them on Twitter, and he would go through his favorites and talk about them. And so this one got on stream, and he literally honked like a goose at it, and it was beautiful. It was fantastic. It was a good moment. But yeah. As you can probably tell from the Eat a Bag, he's my favorite. But he's not JP, he's EN. These guys are JP. Unfortunately, I think I have to go eat food and then do homework. Because I have a lot of homework to do. Because my gallery thingy took up so much of my time, I fell behind in all my classes. So I have a lot of makeup work to do. And I have a project due on Monday that I have to finish. It's outside right now because I sprayed it with sealant so that I could paint it. So I have to go collect it from outside and I have to paint it. And I have 2 drawings to do for drawing class, and I have a website to work on for my like professional class. So I should probably go do homework. Cry. I might fit in another stream next week though. We'll see. I have to think about it. I have to figure out my car situation too, because if I don't have easy transportation, then I can't guarantee I'll be here and be able to stream. So we'll have to see how that goes. And then we just have like a few more weeks until the end of the semester. So once the semester ends, I'll be able to actually stream consistently. So look forward to that, I guess. And videos. Videos will come back in the summer too, after the semester ends. I have some videos in the works, but editing takes me a while. And so I don't really have time to finish videos right now. So I'll appear where I can. And then summer comes, I will actually get back into the YouTuber grind. And that'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to have time to work on my own projects. And maybe I'll go back to working on my webcomic, and then we can do webcomic streams again like I did last semester. That'll be fun. Just trying to think to make sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to say to you guys. I think that's about it. I'll share things with you guys soon. I have my BJD that I painted that I want to share with you guys, and I have my gallery stuff. Actually, I shared my gallery stuff in the Discord server. Maybe I can share it right here. Wait, where'd it go?
How do you take something great and push it to
Where is
greater?
Rachel?
You test it. So that's what Kia
Oh,
did with
my
the
doll. Wait.
2027 Kia Telluride
Wait.
X Pro.
I have to show this
with
off.
multi-terrain mode, 9.1-inch
Hang on.
ground clearance, and front recovery hooks.
Open this.
It's
Look at
made
it.
to take
Look at
on
her.
even greater challenges.
Look at
The
her.
all-new Kia
Okay.
Telluride X Pro.
This was a
Built
part
for
of
the
my
great.
gallery
Learn
display.
more at kia.com.
But I sculpted her by hand. It's completely hand sculpted, hand painted. She's clay. She's polymer clay. And then I sprayed her with like sealant slash first paint coat, and then I painted her up, and then I made her hair. I made her wig out of the end of a cosplay wig, actually, because I've made a cosplay of her for myself. That was a project for a class last semester. So I had the wig already, and the wig is actually a little too long, so I just trimmed it and then used that hair for her hair. And so it's perfect because she perfectly matches the cosplay now. And I sewed the clothes. The belt is the same foam that I used for the cosplay belt, so again, the texture matches. And it's also the same fabric for the skirt and the top as the cosplay, so that matches. And then I sculpted this tiny little guy, little Polyp, to go with her. Spoiler alert, her tail's not actually connected to her, it's literally just resting behind her. Because I wanted to do a magnet to attach it, but I couldn't find a magnet that was small enough and strong enough in the time frame I had, so it's literally just sitting there. But you can't tell, because she's sitting down. So, yeah. I like her. I'm happy with her. Here's another angle. Open that. There you go. You see her little ears. I like her little ears. She's so cute. Her little fang. Her little face, her little eyebrow spots, and her little cheek spots, and her little blush. Yeah, I like her. She's cute. And I think I have the full gallery display in here somewhere. Oh, and then my other BJD's in here too, but not my fun pictures of him. Where's the full? There's the full display. Okay. Copy. Open this. There we go. Okay, so the full breakdown here. We've got my more normal style. We've got a digital. We've got a traditional piece. This is pen and colored pencil. Then we've got the cover art for my comic. We've got my character turnaround sheets. We've got a panel from the comic. And I had the link so people could read the webcomic. That's my artist statement. You don't get to read that. My business cards. And then I had this binder where people could flip through other work I'd done. So it was sectioned out, and the first section was like concept art for the comic. And then I had a section of my sketches just from my sketchbook. That was just a variety of art, mostly OC art. And then I had like finished drawings, like traditional drawings, where I had like my portraits, my more like traditional drawing portraits and stuff that I've done. And then I had my digital art, that's like my finished illustration. And then this was papers that was like the concept art for the doll, so it went along with her. And that was my whole display. And this was like a requirement for graduating from art school. And there's better images of these things. Still blurry, so you can't really see them. But I did post this one on Instagram, and I will share the rest. This one is actually not finished. I just didn't tell anybody. I mean, I told a couple of my classmates, but nobody had to know it wasn't finished. But yeah, it's not finished. You can kind of see these are not colored in. I just made the excuse that the background is supposed to be simple, so it's not supposed to be colored in. But what I intended to do was color these things and then do like kind of a drop shadow. Color like underneath her. And maybe do a little bit of a hint of a different color up here behind her. And then she needs highlights in her eyes because they look kind of scary without highlights. But yeah. My children, my webcomic. You can read my webcomic if you want to see more of that art. Can't get over how cool it is that you made her from scratch. Thank you. I can't get over it either. I love her. I had several people during the gallery be like, so did you 3D print it? Did you use the 3D printers here? And I was like, no, I sculpted it. And they were like, you sculpted that? It's so fun. I don't remember if I have, wait, the table. Oh yeah, I do have the table. Okay, I'll show you guys that too. There we go. Yeah. So this was a part of the cosplay for her I made. That was like the little headband with her horns that I put on top of the wig, and I colored the band here to be the same color as the wig, so it just blends right in. And then the binder, you can see some of the concept art here, and this is more finished panels from the comic. And then the doll concept art. The fun stuff. Fun stuff. My business cards came out fun. That was fun. I had my little Polly Pocket thing holding them because it's space themed. So I had all my space themed stuff. Yeah. That was fun. It was a fun event. It was pretty good. It went pretty well. So that's what has been taking up most of my time. That's where I sat. That's why there's stuff there. I didn't bother to move my stuff. I had a sketchbook and I had something else on there, but I was sitting for most of the event. Because nobody likes standing. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go and eat and do homework. So, my dang fingers. It's so cold in here. I think I've complained about this exact same thing before, but like my hands get so stiff from the cold. So annoying. Anyway. Had fun. This was good. It was fun seeing you guys again. I'll try to be back again before the end of the semester, but you'll just have to keep an eye out. And of course I'll add you guys in the server when I'll be streaming, so yeah, keep an eye on the server, keep an eye on my channel. I can't really promise much until I know what's going on with my life, but I'll be back for sure, full swing in the summer. And I can't wait. I'm almost free. Almost free from Coleg. This close. I'm making a reference. I'm making a shape with my hand, I swear. Wait, that's white. Why is it not drawing? Wait a sec. I'm this close. That's what I'm doing with my hand. That close. This close to being done. Soon I can be a real adult and a real streamer and a real YouTuber and and get out of college. Oh. So yeah. I guess it's time for me to leave. I'm literally just delaying ending stream. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. I had fun. And now I'm gonna go eat. Fill my food hole and stop my tumbly from grumbling. Soon TM. Soon TM. I also gotta go finish my tea. I might reheat it like a heathen. Okay. OBS, come here. I could literally just show both of my arts. Wait a second. I could put him here. There. Now you can see both of them. Why didn't I think to do that in the first place? Oh well. Oh, okay. I need to leave. Goodbye. Thanks for coming, and I will see you guys next time. How much music do I have here? I think I just have that music. Okay, we're good. Okay, bye.